It kind of looks like I have a bomb. Ugly. So today we're walking to do all of our errands, and Christina's also still taking pictures to try out her new camera. The first thing we're going to be doing is sending off a package, and then we're going to do, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond, and I'm going to try to find a sweater since it is starting to get a lot cooler, but I need a really thin sweater because it is still hot. Because like people said, it's one of the hottest summers ever. But do you ever notice that every year is the hottest summer ever? So I think it's just summer is hot. That's plain and simple, summer's hot. But anyway, hopefully I can find a sweater that would be very minimalistic. So I didn't end up buying a new jacket. There are 4 jackets that I do want. However, I'm not sure which one I for sure want, or which 2 I for sure want. So I'm holding off for a couple days to think about it and imagine which one I would enjoy wearing the most and what will go with all of my outfits. And then after I've done so, I will pick a jacket. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is this thing right here. I'm having a blast recording all of my data. I burp, I press a button, I clear my throat, I press a button. All these things, I just like press little buttons every time I have one of these, issues going on. It's fun, but it's super ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if you're really aware of every single time you burp or clear your throat, or when you start eating and when you finish eating. I'm not sure if you actually take notice of those things, but having to do this, I have to take notice of all these things, and it's just completely absurd. Because I'll be like, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta do this quick, press. Or I'll be like, and I'm like, oh, gotta press. And it's just like so stupid. Christina says she can't even take me seriously, and you know what? I understand. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is HBO's season premiere of Westworld. I saw some trailers here and there, but I wasn't too excited about it, and I know they've been trying to make this for a while because one of the executive producers was Jerry Weintraub, who did all the Ocean's movies and also the Karate Kid movies, and he died a year or so ago, so I know they've been trying to get this made for a while now. And we watched the first episode and it was pretty good. I mean, maybe for like 20 minutes in it was very boring and just stupid, and then things started to get really exciting. This thing's beeping like crazy. Anyway, things started to get really exciting and it became a lot more interesting later on. I'm not sure if I understand it entirely, but what I think it's about is that Westworld is like a Old West or Old Wild West theme park, and all kinds of people can buy tickets or entry, and basically they're free to do whatever they want. They are called guests, and the people who are like the rides, or the people who are part of this world, they're programmed so everything the people say who live in this world is written out by this guy who is hired to write scripts for these people. So the guests into this world can live out any fantasies they want and do whatever they want, but the hosts, so the people who are part of this world, they're kind of like the rides when you go to Disneyland. So they're like the boats in Pirates of the Caribbean, or they're like the Jeeps in Indiana Jones ride. So all these people are just there for the amusement of the guests. So for these guests who come into the Westworld, a lot of the things that they're wanting to do is basically just commit crimes or murder, just do things that they cannot do in the modern day world that they actually live in. There's a shit ton of famous people in there, like a buttload of cameos. It's slightly annoying, but I think I would rather see a bunch of unfamiliar faces in a new TV show rather than like the top of the top A-list people. For example, Ed Harris is in this, and of course he's a bad guy just like in National Treasure and almost everything else that he's in. But yeah, I think it's worth checking out. I mean, Christina and I are definitely gonna watch probably the entire season, and it'll probably only get better. Just check it out. If you don't like it like 45 minutes in, turn it off, or just do the whole episode, and if you like it, then keep watching. If not, don't. Also, by the way, for tomorrow, starting at 1:30, I can go back on my meds, and this Friday I have to take this device back to the people at UCLA so that they can, you know, record all the data that I collected over the 96 hours. Also, on this Thursday, Christina's mom will be coming up here from Hawaii, and she's going to be staying with us for 2 days, I believe, and we're gonna go to see some museums and do some other fun stuff. So hopefully we're gonna mix things up and do some things that don't usually happen in these videos. And I'm gonna end things right here, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember to do things. Good night.
The machine. F the machine. F the machine.